AITA for forcing my brother to buy me a new engagement ring. I am not the original poster. That is you, throwaway new ring. He posted in r, am I the asshole? Mood spoiler. Happy ending. Less than. Original post. September 22nd, 2023. I'm 26M. Proposing to my girlfriend. 24F. On our 4th anniversary. September 30th. I've been planning this for about a month. And I picked the ring a couple weeks ago. The one I got was on sale. So I managed to get it at a surprisingly low price. Last weekend, I told my brother, 33M, about my plans, and showed him the ring. He informed me that he was proposing to his girlfriend, 29F, as well. The next day, my brother came to my apartment while my girlfriend was out. He asked me if he could borrow my ring to propose to his girlfriend. I thought he was joking at first. But no. His plan was to propose to his girlfriend, explain he was using my ring as a placeholder, and then take her to pick her own ring later. His reasoning was that he didn't want to spend too much money right away in case she didn't say yes. I'd never heard of placeholder rings. So I said no and the conversation moved on. On Tuesday, he proposed to his girlfriend with my ring. He'd taken it before leaving my apartment. I got distracted at work and didn't notice it was gone until his fiancée sent a picture of herself wearing the ring to our family group chat. I called him to ask about the ring, and he immediately apologized and said he'd keep his promise and give it back to me. But at this point, my girlfriend had seen it and his fiancé had posted about it on social media. So it was pointless for me to propose using the same ring. We fought about it, and he confessed that while he told his fiancée the ring was a placeholder, he didn't tell her where he'd gotten it from. I felt more angry and betrayed about him going behind my back and taking the ring after I said no, than the fact that he stole it. I also know his fiancée enough to know she wouldn't like to learn her engagement ring had been stolen from me. So I told my brother I'd tell her the truth if he didn't buy me a new engagement ring. He fought against it for a few hours, but finally gave up and agreed. We went to a different jewelry store yesterday, and I picked a new ring. I managed to stay in the price range, but the new one was still $100 more expensive. My brother bought the ring, but is still accusing me of being inconsiderate and childish. He is insistent he would have given me the ring back had I given him the opportunity. And I didn't need to threaten him to spend so much money on me. He's now refusing to talk to me. I don't know how to feel about this anymore. I'd usually talk to my brother about these things. And it's surreal that he's the one I'm fighting. I can't tell my girlfriend. And many of our friends overlap. The only other person who knows about this is our mom, who's divided. She thinks what my brother did was wrong and I'm right to be pissed at him. But I didn't have to stoop as low as I did by threatening his relationship. AITA? Edit. Accidentally called my girlfriend, fiancé. I'm proposing to her on Saturday. I can't tell her about this because I want the proposal to be a surprise. Relevant comments. Does bro have some illness or impairment that could excuse this, or is he just the worst? He's actually never done anything like this before. We usually have a great relationship. He was the first person I wanted to tell when I first started dating my girlfriend, and that I'm proposing to her now. There's no way both fiancés won't find out. So make sure you tell your girlfriend. Soon-to-be fiancé. I'll definitely tell her, but only after I propose. I'm considering telling my brother's fiancé as well, but I haven't decided yet. I will tell my girlfriend after I propose. I spent a lot of time planning a proposal she'd like, and I don't want this situation to get in the way. We've been talking about our future together, marriage, kids and careers, for a while now, so this is really important to me. What are you going to do if your GF wants that original ring? I actually think she'll like the new one better. I personally prefer it, but it might be because it's hard to even look at the first one now. How long have bro and his girlfriend been together? 3 years. Give or take. Parents. My dad died 5 years ago. I'm still talking to my mom about this, and she seems to be leaning towards my side, but I'll put more distance between us if she decides to side with my brother. Oop is voted NTA. Update post. October 5th, 2023. About 2 weeks later. First, the good news. My girlfriend and I are engaged. I proposed to her on our anniversary. Just as I'd planned. She said yes. And we both cried. I love this woman. And I can't wait to marry her. Also, my brother's single. A couple days after my post, my mom called me and apologized. After thinking it through, she realized that while I did threaten his relationship, my brother had brought it upon himself. She confronted him the next day, and he ended up confessing that he wasn't going to propose until I said I was. My brother is older, but I've hit many milestones earlier than him. He never seemed bitter about it. We've always been close and supported each other, which is why I was completely blindsided by what he did. Finding out I was proposing made him panic. He spontaneously said he was doing so too, but freaked out about picking an engagement ring and devised a plan that, according to him, made sense at the time. Use mine and take his girlfriend to buy a new one later. That plan was ruined when I said no, so he stole my ring. The new plan was to propose with it, take her to buy a new one, find an excuse to visit me the next day and discreetly return the ring to my apartment. I wasn't even supposed to know it was gone. That plan was also ruined, due to his girlfriend's immediate announcement. He knew she was doing it, but not that she'd show the ring. Then he got mad I made him get me a new ring, because he'd told his girlfriend he'd get her one too. So his plan to spare himself the effort of choosing an engagement ring would end up making him buy two. Basically, my mom got him to admit his whole engagement was a panic move. She said he already seemed embarrassed when they started talking, but was a wreck by the time they were done. She told him to apologize to me, and he called me an hour later to do so. He seemed sincere. Many of you said his girlfriend deserved to know the truth, and I agree. The only reason I hadn't done so was because I thought that should come from my brother. So I took the opportunity to tell him that if he truly loved her, he'd tell her the truth. He did. I don't know much of what was said, but she dumped him. He gave me back the first ring and refused my offer to pay him back what he'd spent on the new one. As some of you recommended, I waited 2 days after proposing to tell my fiancé what happened. She was furious, but reassured me that she loved her ring more than any other. Since the first one was on sale, I can't return it to the store, so we're thinking of selling it. I haven't forgiven my brother, but because he's never done anything like this before, I'm willing to give him another chance. I'm going LC for now. He'll have to earn my trust back. I really hope he does. I love him, and I don't want our relationship to end over what he did. Both my fiancé and my mom agree with me on this. There's more I want to add, but the word limit's not helping. I'll try to reply to more comments this time. Thank you all. Relevant comments. What milestones? These were mostly life milestones. Really? I moved out at 24. He lived with our mom until last year. I was the first to have a long-term relationship with my now fiancé. He's accomplished a lot in life, just not as soon as I did. WTF was your mom thinking before? She later said she didn't know what she was thinking, but I get that it was kind of a tough spot. I think the main reason she tried playing Switzerland at first was because she's not used to us fighting. Suggest therapy to your brother. He's already seeing a therapist, but I did suggest that he talk about this with her. Bro's ex-girlfriend. I feel awful for her. She's a great person, and really did love my brother. Had he not pulled this stunt, they could have had a great life together. You could keep the first ring as a backup replacement for holidays, or if she doesn't want to wear it for festivals, concerts, etc. That sounds like a great idea. When I asked my fiancée what she wanted to do with the first ring, she said she preferred the second one. But I'll suggest that and see what she thinks. Safe to say your brother won't be the ring bearer in your wedding. Ha ha ha, yeah. We'll save that role for someone else. I really hope we've worked things out by the time my wedding comes along. What did you not include in your post? Due to word count, that you wanted to? Mostly some more details on how I felt about this, as well as my fiancé. I feel like this post was very matter of fact, which is not usually how I write things. I think I managed to include everything I wanted in the comments, though. The new plan was to propose with it, take her to buy a new one, find an excuse to visit me the next day, and discreetly return the ring to my apartment. I wasn't even supposed to know it was gone. That plan was also ruined due to his girlfriend's immediate announcement. He knew she was doing it, but not that she'd show the ring. What kind of plan is this? So OOP's brother is Gollum? They definitely left that part out of the movie. I wonder what the brother's head has been going through when doing this whole shenanigan, cause this is just stupid. Is really trying to prove anything by doing this stunt? Looks like the stunt he pulled ended up him losing his girlfriend and possibly damaging the relationship with OP and others. Brother learned a lesson the hard way. Overall, good thing that everything worked out. Wish OP and his girlfriend for a happy marriage. I feel like there is betrayal on the brothers EXGF and OOP's side. But it has to hit a little different when it is literally such a stupid, boneheaded move. Like, you betrayed me because of that? Yikes. He clearly could have bought his own ring. The level of not thinking was the highest I've seen in a while. Who gives a placeholder ring? And what an idiot. Obviously she's going to post pictures of the ring. And to steal from your brother? Just bad decisions all around. I respect the brothers' game. This feels straight out of a 1980s sitcom, and I was raised on syndicated shenanigans. God damn. I can't imagine going from being proposed to learning I was wearing a stolen ring, and the proposal only happened because my partner didn't want to be shown up by their sibling. Good for her. Dumping his ass. That's just so disrespectful. Safe to say your brother won't be the ring bearer in your wedding. Fuck me. This made me spit out my water. OOP's brother is 50 pounds of stupid in a 10-pound bag. His plan was more convoluted than that of a Scooby-Doo villain. Where has he been for the past decade? Of course his ex-GF was going to post to social media. SMH so hard I have become dizzy. The brother reads like a Coen Brothers character, making all the wrong choices and compounding the bad. I'd ask if the brother was Gollum, but Gollum would never give up a ring. He'd stare at it, lovingly cooing, "My precious." The brother sounds like an idiot more than anything. WTAF! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. The brother would have been better off buying a ring in the jewelry section at Walmart. Brother pulls such an outrageously stupid stunt on multiple levels. The only ways that I can imagine that was his first time is new drug problem or recent blow to the brain. The brother did not foresee that a recently engaged person would show everyone the ring. It seems he really needed to let OOP get engaged first so he could get some exposure to how things unfold after the proposal.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. EpicAriaCast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.